going to unmute you, Jason, because we all want to hear you. Duh. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Awesome. Sorry, I was trying to, I was going to be on here a little bit earlier. My dogs, of course, they start freaking out as soon as I go to get on my computer because the pooper scooper just showed up. So, had to get that situation under control.
This is somebody's job to come and scoop the poop?
Yeah.
Morgan is a professional pooper scooper.
Oh, okay. How many dogs do you have?
I have 2, but they're big and they poop a lot. So, ain't nobody got time to scoop poop. I got Cincy to sell.
Yeah.
Right. So we are, it's 11, right? Yep. Girl, get on this Zoom.
I emailed Morgan a little bit ago and said, hey, are we still on, or has Baby Yoda hysteria taken over to where we need to, reschedule? Everybody set? Everybody ready?
I'm so excited for Baby Yoda.
Good.
So excited. They just need to, as long as he comes out like right after this is over, we'll be good.
Yeah, so we'll end in plenty of time for you guys to be all ready. Because I know have we announced what time it goes live?
9:30 to 11:30 Pacific. So
Oh, okay. So, yeah.
should be perfect timing. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll end in time. And if I don't think we'll overlap it based on what I've heard. If we do, we'll just quickly wrap up and you guys can get I don't know, how many of you have pre-orders already?
I have 15, 17.
15? Oh my gosh, Sarah, you have some. Hannah, you have some. That's great.
I think pretty much everybody does. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Some good stuff coming. I'm excited because June is when we need some PRV going on. So that's perfect. Perfect.
Yeah, initially we were shooting for May 4th, and it would be a May the 4th be with you drop, but production in some parts of the world is a little bit difficult right now. So
yeah,
that
would have been cool. But I'm excited. And just tell everybody that the way that y'all are doing this is awesome. Like I love.
Oh, okay.
The pre-sale with the $5 down, and they have time to pay for it, and then there's probably more time for y'all to figure out, okay, we need to produce more, or whatever.
Yeah.
That I really like it.
Yeah, we have materials for a lot. The pre-sale will tell us how drastically we need to order more.
I like it.
For your pre-sales, do you actually have customers who are going to buy those, or are you buying a few thinking like, I'm going to get a couple extra?
No, mine's all customers.
Yeah. Hannah, you said you had some pre-orders. All customers, or any of it like Shauna, you said you had some. Anybody have like, I'm just going to get a couple extra just because I think I should? Shauna? Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. I know. Well, maybe I just planted a bad seed.
Don't listen to Jason.
Because honestly, I was thinking okay, because we're a little off cycle with it, right? Like The Mandalorian wrapped up, a new season of The Mandalorian will come next fall. And I thought, man, and holiday time, fairs and shows season, but then we also do not at all want to encourage people to go spend a bunch of money, especially if you have to use a credit card or family money to be hoarding and stocking up product, because we'll have other things then too. So yeah. Well,
I mean, we should easily earn this incentive because of Baby Yoda. So I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Sell all the Baby Yodas and you got the incentive, and sponsor somebody.
Yes. Well, I was talking with somebody today, and I thought, how do we use this type of excitement and these types of opportunities as good sponsoring conversations. And it is interesting to think, right? Like, so far this year, what are the big LTOs we've come out with? Hallie, that was a fairly decent one. What else have we come out with this year so far that's been good?
I don't even remember
I'm
yesterday.
trying to think of warmers of the month. Have we had a really big, Cheshire Cat. That was a good one. Have we had any big warmers of the month this year?
The salt warmers were huge.
Oh, the salt warmer, right?
Yeah. I mean, they're still selling like crazy for me.
Right. And now we've got Baby Yoda. I guarantee between now and June there will be other Disney products released. I was trying to think, what's the next big Disney movie to come out?
I don't know. Does anybody know? I need to look that up.
Yeah, Hannah knows.
Yeah, y'all need to bring the white one back because, yeah, my customers still want the white one too.
Hannah mentioned that the next big Disney movie to come out is Mulan. I wonder if we're going to have a product connected with Mulan, right? But what I'm getting at is that just living off of like LTOs and kind of the exciting product offerings, you can easily stay active.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And so when you're having sponsoring conversations, Jana, I said, I wonder if we will come out with a product connected with Mulan. That's what I said. Them's were my words.
Something else out of you over here.
Yeah. I couldn't believe it because we were supposed to announce the information about the child, which is the actual name for Baby Yoda. Disney gets very mad if you say Baby Yoda because it really isn't Baby Yoda. It's not Yoda at all. Yoda's dead. It's the child. But we were supposed to announce the child Saturday, the day of World Tour. And then there were some last minute requests from Disney regarding some compliance stuff we had to do. And so we couldn't announce it until Monday. So all of us at World Tour on Saturday knew that we were announcing. I thought Heidi and Orville were going to spill it, knew that we were announcing the child on Monday. And somehow nobody accidentally. Oh, we had that. I guess we have all the things that we've announced at World Tour. We had that one fragrance set, what's that one with the confetti party and something sugar?
The fantasy collection.
Fantasy collection. And then the squeeze the day and now the Easter collection. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot. I'm like over here just trying to keep up with everything.
Yeah. Sarah, there's no Mushu in the live movie? Mushu's like a critical factor in the animated.
What?
Like who inspires her? Who's the cute little thing that the gods send to take care of her? Huh.
The Easter collection's doing good for you.
Yeah. Boy, a Mushu buddy would be so good though. Wouldn't we love a little Mushu buddy? Oh.
Yes, we would. Yeah, that Easter collection is good. The little buddy flips and the eggs, that's like so on trend and so good.
Did we announce I don't know what we announced. Did we announce that you're gonna order the buddy clip and you don't know which one you're gonna get?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do we feel about that?
I don't know. I think it's fun, but
It's fun if you order 2 and you get 1 of each. It's a little bummer if you order 5 and you get 5 of the same one.
Yeah, I don't know. My customers haven't really said anything about it. I like it. I like mysteries though. I like
it is. It's like that dang. Who's that kid that makes millions of dollars on YouTube doing surprise things? My daughter watches him, and now he's like in Walmart. Ryan. Oh my gosh. Did you know Ryan? He had the #1 grossing YouTube channel of 2019. That kid made like $60 million last year off of his YouTube channel.
What?
Yeah. #2 was a fun one called Dude Perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Dude Perfect. Yeah. Let's see. 2019 Ryan YouTube earnings. This isn't what we're talking about. I was supposed to talk about other things. Oh no, he earned 26 million, sorry. In 2019, he earned 26 million, up from 22 million in 2018, according to the annual top 10 rankings by Forbes, based on estimated earnings. Over a 2-year span, that kid has made $48 million off of his YouTube channel. And he's what, 8? I think he's 8 or 9 years old now.
That is insane. That is insane. I can't even imagine. Whoa. Okay, look, y'all. I just uploaded this to our team page, this tracker. We already have my tracker that I made. So the one that has, like, you write down your goals, and then you write down your actuals, because I like to have all the detail. Like, that's so important. So,
Okay. All right, Morgan. I got off track.
This one's more fun. I was sitting here coloring it as we were talking, so I wouldn't show y'all. But this one's more fun. It gives you a visual of where you're at. So, like, I'm halfway to the PRV already. So, and then you got your new recruits you can write on the side and track their PRV. So, if you don't have a happy planner, you should get a happy planner because this thing's awesome. I have everything in here. All my stuff fits in here. So, you can print it off to that size and cut it out and hole punch it to fit in here, and you got your tracker so you can look at it every day. Yeah, so this incentive is extremely exciting.
Well, bummer. I was looking at on the incentive tab, there is a link to download, track your progress, and then download printable tracker, but that it still has the fall winter yeah.
I heard March 12th. I don't know if I just heard that. Like, that's obviously not, I didn't hear that from Cincy, but somebody said March 12th. I don't know if she might have got that info from her concierge or what, but I think it's supposed to be up soon. I don't know who made this one, but I like it. But, yeah, so this incentive, everybody should already have your plan made, but if you don't, I wanted this to mainly focus toward newer consultants, because those of you who are on here that have earned incentives before, you know how it works, you know you can earn them. But I think the problem with a lot of new consultants is your mindset. You don't have the mindset that you can earn it, and you think that only seasoned consultants can earn it, but anyone can earn these incentives. That's why I love Cincy so much, because literally anyone can. I have been earning these incentives since my first few months with Cincy. So, and that was by accident because I didn't even know about them. So somehow I looked up and earned my first one. But anyone can earn these incentives. And to me, I think it starts with mindset, because if you don't have whatever you're telling yourself is what's going to happen. If you're telling yourself you're not going to earn it, you're not going to earn it. But if you're telling yourself and speaking it and manifesting it that you're going to earn it, saying, I will earn this trip, that's something I've done ever since the first one that came out when I was a consultant. I said, I will earn this. And I put it out there for all my customers. I'm like, I'm going to, what was it? Disney World. Yeah. We're going to Disney World. This is going to be our first Disney World trip, all because of Cincy. Here's what I have to do to earn it. I'm going to do it. Like, there was no question about it. I'm going to try. Like, I am going to do it. And that's not going to happen unless you have that good mindset. You believe that you can do it, and you make a plan. That is one huge, I don't believe that you can earn these incentives without making a plan, because it's very, especially like the fall incentives, those are very hard to earn accidentally. Like, the one I earned was something like this. It was a summer incentive, but the fall ones, you have to have way more points. And so you have to have a plan to, something laid out to show you exactly what you need to be doing. And that's why I uploaded this one to the team page, because you need to be writing down not just your goal PRV that you need, but also the amount of parties you need to get that PRV, and then amount of conversations you need to be having to get that many parties, you know, like breaking it down as far as you possibly can. So, like my personal goal this month for PRV is 4,000 because I want to get level 3 PRV in 1 month, because why not? I want top 50. And if you can get that high PRV, that's going to lead you to those high recruits, because you're going to be meeting enough people, bringing enough new people into your network that you, as long as you're talking to all those people about joining, you're going to get some team members out of those, especially with this join special this month. It's like, since he said, hey, here's an incentive, and here's this join special, and here's all these new team members on a gold platter if you'll just talk to them. They're literally handing you these new recruits. It's just you have to be consistent in talking to people. And I think, and Jason says that a lot, that those of us who earn like annual mentor and the incentives, it's literally because we talk to more people than other people. It's that simple.
Yeah.
Don't you think? Consistent.
Yes. So, yeah, and I love that, having that plan. And from what I've been able to see is that Shauna's daughter.
Oh, is
She's
she
waving
not
at us.
twin? She looks just.
I think she was waving at Morgan mostly.
Hi.
So what I've seen when we talk about a plan and having a plan, and what that looks like, what I have noticed is that there's 3 primary systems that you need to have in place in your business. And if you don't have these 3 systems in place, I would encourage you, as soon as we're done here, to pre-order the child buddy, and then email Morgan and say, hey, when can we spend 30 minutes chatting, because I need to get these 3 systems in place. So the 3 systems are, the first one is, what are you going to do this month to add new people to your kind of network of contacts? And because if you don't have a system for that, I would pause in the other important things that you're doing in your business and spend some time creating a monthly system that you can replicate with consistency to add new people to your network of contacts. This is a contacts business. This is a relationship business. This is an interaction business. And you need a consistent system that you can repeat over time, because what systems do 2 things. They remove fear, and they remove doubt. I'm less afraid when I have a system in place, because I know all I have to do is consistently work my system, and I'll get closer to the results I'm looking for. It also removes doubt, because I'm not thinking like, oh, what should I do today? Oh, how should I manage this LTO? I hope you have a system in place for roughly how you manage most of the LTOs that we come out with, because I promise this will not be the last Star Wars thing that we come out with. This will not be the last buddy that we come out with. This will not be the last thing that this whole pre-order thing, we hope it works really well, and we think that it will be something that we can replicate in the future, right? And so taking advantage of this sets you up on every single time Cincy announces a new LTO. Here's my checklist, the 5 things I do. But that's not what I'm talking about. I don't want to get more distracted than I've already been, because I want you to focus in on the 3 systems. Number 1, how do I add new contacts, new people to my network? If it's parties, right? Like the traditional method is you have a party, because you talk to a host. A host invites people over to her house that you probably don't know. You go do the party, and the real benefit of the party is 15 new customers. Now, I would still encourage everyone to try to do at least 1 kind of traditional party a month, because that will get you anywhere between 5 and 15 new contacts. But I understand a lot of people say, hey, welcome to 2020. I don't think I can do that. I always push back and say, I think if you made it a consistent effort, I think you could. But even if we say, okay, that's not going to happen, what are my other methods for adding new contacts, getting to know new people, meeting new people? If you don't have a consistent system where you're saying, okay, here are the 5 things I'm doing, here are the 10 things I'm doing this month to add new contacts to my network, I would encourage you to spend 30 minutes today and call Morgan and say, hey, I need to brainstorm, I need to work through, I need to talk through, and start making a list. One fun thing you can do is just get like a sticky note, set of sticky notes, and just write down, just go crazy and write down every possible idea that you can think of. How could you meet new people this month? If you're struggling to come up with 10 ideas, then try to come up with 30, because you'll just start coming up with wild, crazy things. How could you meet new people this month? I mean, I don't know. I guess I could start a YouTube channel, right? I mean, Ryan made 26 million last year, so maybe I could start, right? But just come up with every crazy idea, write one down per sticky note, and then just start ranking them based on how likely it is you would actually do that, right? Because you may have lots of ideas and then you look at it and say, I don't know, I'm probably not going to do that. Okay, well, don't put that on your top 10 list. Put on your top 10 list the 10 most likely things that you're going to do. But you should have a list of 10 things you're going to do this month to add new contacts. Incorporate social media, incorporate what do we call it? Fundraisers. Fundraisers, the best thing you get out of fundraisers is tons of new contacts, and all spring sports are starting right now. And I guarantee whatever little school is in your community, I guarantee in May's the worst month for parents, because in May, right, like every choir and band and sports team and plus they have field trips and everything, they all do everything, they try to shove it all into May. And so every school in your community is looking for some additional funds right now. Every organization is looking for funds. I have a bunch of kids, but I have a son who's playing baseball. He needs money. A daughter who's playing softball. She needs money. That same daughter and a different son are doing track. So fundraisers are huge right now. So social media, fundraisers, basket parties, online, right? The goal is to have a plan. What is your plan to add new contacts to your organization this month? And these LTOs, really the reason we do LTOs is to help you with that. You should talk to people that maybe you've never talked to before because of this Baby Yoda thing. I'll be honest. I reached out to my sister. My sister, big Star Wars fan, kind of into nerdy things. And I don't mean nerdy in a bad way. I just mean nerdy and like Star Wars and that type of stuff. And I'm into it too. So whatever. I reached out to my sister, and just like that, she was like, yeah, I need one of those Baby Yodas. I've worked at Scentsy 10 years. I've never reached out to my sister and said, hey, do you want something Scentsy? Never. But Baby Yoda, and she wants it, and she's going to I said, okay, find a consultant and pre-order one, and it's going to go live in about 20 minutes. And so I think I got an email about 10 or 15 minutes ago saying 35 minutes. So right, if Shauna, you're going to get me in trouble.
Everybody stay home. Don't go anywhere. Everybody
you should be meeting new people because of this. People like my sister who have never bought from you before, but that are big Star Wars fans. But that should also happen if we come out with something for Mulan. That should happen if we come out with something, I don't know, Disney, what else is coming out? Disney Princess or something like that. I don't know. There's always something, right? Everything that we come out with, you should think, who are the people that have never bought from me before that I should talk to about this particular one? Okay, so that's the first system. First system you should have in place. Now, what does that do with our incentive? Well, you need to sell 1,000 PRV within the qualification period. That's for level 1. 2,500 for level 2. Okay, so let's break that down. What do I have? I've got March, April, May, June. I've got 4 months, and my quick math tells me that 1,000 PRV divided by 4, that's 250 a month. That's barely above active. So if I'm doing 10 things a month to add new people to my contacts list, I should feel pretty confident that I can get to 250 PRV. And I'm not even talking follow-up, right? Like just with follow-up, I should be able to come up with maybe 50, 7,500 PRV a month from follow-up if I'm following a consistent follow-up system, right? So getting to 250 every single month with a simple system of follow-up and a simple system of adding new customers, I should be able to do that. Now 2,500. Oh, where's my calculator? 2,500 divided by 4, that's 625. For some of you, that that's like, oh, I can do that in my sleep. Others of you might think, I don't think I could ever do that. It just means you need to do more. Instead of 10 things, you got to do 15. And then 875 to get to the 3,500 PRV. But if you have a plan and a system, then you'll be fine. What's your follow-up system? And that's a separate one. I said 3 systems. You should have a follow-up system, and you should have an LTO system. But today we're just going to talk about adding new customers to your contact system. And I'm seeing here that Tara also has a Calendly link, and Hannah also has a link. So I said Morgan, but if Morgan is not your director, reach out to whoever your director is and say, we need to brainstorm. I need to come up with 30 ideas of things I can do this month to add new people. And it's not just 30 things you're going to do in March. It's 30 things that you can do consistently every single month. Every single first of the month, you should just kind of reset, and you should pull out, whether it's your happy calendar, is that what they're called?
Happy planner.
Happy planner, or some kind of calendar or whatever, and you should just be writing down, here are the 10 things I do every single month to add new customers, to add new contacts. They don't even have to become customers, just new contacts. How am I meeting new people? Okay, system number 2. That was a lot for system 1. System 2 and 3 will go faster. System number 2 is I need a system in place where I consistently share with people who are in my network about joining Sensi. How will you do that this month? There is a good training out there. If you go to the Sensi Family Consultant page on Facebook, Sensi Family Consultant page, and you go to events, there is an event there called Create Your March Join Message. Create Your March Join Message. I think I can share my screen. I think it will let me. Okay, are you guys seeing that?
Yep.
Create Your March Join Message. Sorry, we are seeing this?
Yeah, you can see
Okay.
it.
Create Your March Join Message. If you come down here, mine's a bit different because I'm the admin for this. Yours might be different, but right there. Here is a great video. It's about 15 or 20 minutes long. That's Rachel Van Name. She's a superstar director and a annual mentor earner.
She's good.
And she walks through a document that we have that looks like this. It's called Share the Opportunity. You can get this on your workstation, Share the Opportunity document. And she walks step by step through this document specific for March around how you would have join conversations this month. So it's a great document that if you don't have it filled out yet, and I would assume that most people don't because most people don't know about it. That's why we started doing these Facebook Lives. I would encourage you to go get it today and fill it out. because it's going to set you on a path of having a good system for talking to people about joining your team. If you need a little bit of help, then reach out to your director and say, I need some help filling this in. Oh, I've only got 7 more minutes. Okay. Morgan, do you have stuff after you want to talk about?
No, you're good.
Okay. I'll wrap up in
I can talk to him all the
3
time.
minutes. Okay. So system number 1, how are you going to add new people to your network of contacts? System number 2, how are you going to share the join opportunity with them? And this month we have lots of reasons why people should join. We do have the join promo, but this is a great opportunity, right? To reach out to people and be like, look, I can't tell you how fun it was to do this whole Baby Yoda pre-sale thing. And I got a bunch of pre-orders, and turns out running this business, you can do it in a way that's not, consuming all of your time, and you can invest a little bit of time and make some money. It's a great conversation to have. Number 3 is you need a system for how to follow up with people that you have talked to before about joining your team. How do I add new people? How do I share the opportunity with those people? And how do I follow up with the people I've talked to before? Once you get those 3 systems in place, things like earning the Grow with the Flow incentive become a lot more possible just mentally. Morgan started off by talking about the mental approach. And if many of us look at this incentive and say, can't even do that, I promise you, you put those 3 systems in place, you have a consistent system for how you're going to add new people to your organization. You have a consistent system for how you're going to share with them the join opportunity, and you have a consistent system for how you're going to follow up. And you will feel less fear. You will feel less doubt, because systems eliminate fear and doubt. And you will feel more confident and comfortable that this is something that you can do. Now, if you don't have these systems in place, I promise you, if you spent 30 minutes of disciplined, focused effort, you could have those 3 systems in place. If you spent 30 minutes on what am I going to do this month to add new people, you could have a plan in place. If you did this share the opportunity document that I showed you, you could spend 15 minutes on that and have a good plan in place. And if you just spent 5 minutes saying, okay, what am I going to do to reach out to everybody I've ever talked to before? Now you might say, I've never talked to anybody about joining my team ever. Okay, that's fine. Then the first part of your follow-up system is, I'm going to follow up with every host I've ever had, with my 15 best customers. Rachel Van Name talks about that in the video that I told you about recruiting your best customers and about not being afraid to do that. You can always get new customers, but your best team members are likely your former best customers. Because they love Scentsy already, right? So within about 30 minutes, you can have those 3 systems in place for March. And then it becomes much easier to replicate it in April, much easier to replicate it in May, much easier to replicate it in June. Success in this business is not a factor of doing like one amazing thing one month. That is not something that you can replicate. Success in this business comes from having systems in place that you can repeat every single month. And I know that sounds dry and boring, and we want fun and excitement. And success in business, I'll be honest, success in business is oftentimes the result. In fact, I can even take away the word oftentimes. Success in business is the result of consistent, disciplined application of successful systems, not some like miraculous, some lady calls you out of the blue and wants to do a 10,000 PRV fundraiser. The people who get those type of fundraisers are oftentimes the people who have a consistent system in place for reaching out to people about fundraisers. And they've been doing it for 3 years, and all of a sudden, like a lightning bolt, a huge fundraiser hits, and people are like, oh my gosh, why didn't I get a big fundraiser like that? Well, you probably haven't been working the last 3 years on a fundraiser system. So now there's rare instances where you might say like, oh, well, I know somebody who Oh, but that's not replicatable. If you just sat around and thought, I'm just going to sit here until somebody contacts me about a huge fundraiser, you'll be gone in 4 months.
Open your mouth to open your business.
Yeah. So consistent systems are the key to success. So I would encourage you, by the end of the week at the latest, have those 3 systems in place. What are you going to do this month to add new people? How are you going to share the join message with those people? And then how are you going to follow up with people to share the join message with them again? Because I'll tell you what, you're going to share the join message with people this month, and some people will say no, and that's okay, because when you have a follow-up system, you're going to follow up with them again the next time we do a join promo. I'm not going to tell you what it is or when. Shauna. Then you're going to follow up with them the next time we do a join promo. You're going to follow up with them in August when we roll over to a new catalog. You're going to follow up with them maybe in November and say, hey, it's a great time to join, and work really hard in November and get a Scentsy paycheck in December to help your Christmas. You're going to follow up with them because you have that 3rd system of follow-up. It's okay if not everybody joins this month. A percentage of them will join over time. I've only got a minute left. Sorry. I thought I would leave Morgan more time to chat.
I don't know why, because I upgraded, and so it shouldn't be cutting us off.
It says remaining meeting time. We may cut off in a minute, but that's okay because you guys got to get ready for the child pre-sale anyway. But and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm on Facebook. You can email me, jharwood@scentsy.com. Oh, Tara says it's because there's so many of us.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. I didn't even think of that.
So anyway, we sure do appreciate you guys. We know you're working hard. We know that it's difficult and challenging, and that you put in time, effort, and energy, and that sometimes it feels as though you're not getting the return on what you want. And we hope that you know that we really do care about you, and we want you to be successful, and that consistency of implementing a system will be the key to long-term success.
Yeah.
I've been at Scentsy 10 years, and I'll tell you, the most successful people have systems in place to help them overcome fear, doubt, and to be consistent, because consistency wins in the end.
Love it.
Okay, thank you guys. And if you have any questions about the incentive or anything, really do reach out to me anytime. I know you think like, oh my gosh, you're so busy. I'm really